Hey guys, Gathering the Magic back, and I've got a kind of a different video today. I want to talk about what I've been doing on the Hive Marketplace. Just looking at the values of the tokens. Now currently, what I based my values on is they say they want DEC to get back to its peg of 1,000 DEC is $1. I said, okay, so if that's going to be the standard benchmark, then I think one voucher at $1, and vouchers up until recently have been around the $1 mark. One voucher equaling $1 would equate to 1,000 DEC. And also by the same token, I guess I would say that 10 SPS, even though SPS has been trading around, what, 5 to 7 cents, I think 10 SPS is kind of a good gauge where it falls between vouchers and DEC, meaning if you have a $1 voucher, that should get you about 10 SPS if SPS is at about 10 cents. And then 1 SPS should get you about 100 DEC. So this is what I kind of use as the benchmark for when I look at what the prices are on the market. So like I said, for example, if your voucher is $1, then that means SPS should be somewhere around 10 cents and DEC should be about 1/10 of a penny. Now currently right now a voucher is trading at around 44 cents. SPS is a little above 7 cents, about 7 1/4 cents, and DEC is slightly above half its peg at basically $5.80 per thousand. So if you look at the ratios where they are now, one voucher at 44 cents would get you about 6 SPS. So you don't want to trade your voucher for SPS right now, because you would only get 6 SPS, where I would think normally you should get about 10. And by the same thinking, one voucher would only get you 758 DEC as opposed to the 1,000 if it was at its peg. So let's flip that around. So it's like, okay, one voucher would only get me 6 SPS compared to 10. Well, that kind of stinks. But if you take your 6 SPS, you can buy a voucher. So it's not going to cost you 10 SPS to get a voucher, it's only going to cost you 6. So if you don't have SPS and you only have DEC, it only takes 758 DEC to get that one voucher, as opposed to 1,000. So I think right now is a good time, if you have SPS or DEC and you're not doing anything with it, trade that for vouchers. Because as vouchers appreciate and go back to their peg, as long as the ratio between the three doesn't get too out of line, you should be able to make a decent amount on your vouchers. So like I said right here, one SPS right now will get you 124 DEC. So looking at what I think the peg should be, so if DEC is 1,000 is $1 and SPS is 10 cents a piece, and that's the benchmark, that means that one SPS should get you 100 DEC. Well, right now one SPS will get you 124 DEC. So if you don't want to deal with vouchers at all and you're just strictly doing SPS to DEC, I think right now is a good ratio to be picking up DEC, especially with it being below its peg. And just some other notes that I have down here about vouchers. I think vouchers are definitely going to go back to $1 more when Riftwatchers comes out in the pre-launch. Simply because vouchers have been $1 in the past, you're going to need at least one voucher per pack, maybe more than one voucher per pack. Plus, even if it's only one voucher per pack, let's say you buy 100 packs, that's 100 vouchers, you're going to have to probably spend another 10 vouchers to get the 10 bonus packs. So I definitely think vouchers are going to be $1, $1.50, maybe even as high as $2 when Riftwatchers comes out. And they said that's probably going to be sometime in September. So to load up on vouchers now where they're under 50 cents, I think is a great time to do it. So build up your vouchers now, and then you can either trade back to SPS or DEC as the ratios fluctuate, or just save them and use them for Riftwatcher packs. So that's the first thing that I wanted to talk about, is just what I do every day, is just kind of look at the ratios and just trade my assets accordingly. Not all, but just trade a fraction in between to just slowly build up your account. So since I mentioned Riftwatchers, let's look at the numbers for Riftwatchers, because I don't think people realize how rare these cards are going to be, and potentially how valuable they're going to be. Now they've already verified that there's going to be 3 million packs of Riftwatchers, which is 15 million cards. Sounds like a lot. They've also, I think this is verified, there's going to be 43 unique cards. And the breakdown, if these aren't exact, they're going to be very close. 13 commons, 12 rares, 6 epics, which will be the summoners, 7 legendaries, and then 5 legendary airdrop cards. So in total, you're going to have 43 unique cards. So how are they going to print these? Well, if you look at how they printed the reward cards, the ratio of those, basically for every legendary card they print 4 epics, 10 rares, and 40 commons. So that's kind of the ratio of how you go from one to the other. So if you take that same ratio and apply it to these numbers, so 15 million cards means you're going to get just a little under 11 million commons, about 2 3/4 million rares, a little over a million epics, and about 273,000 legendary cards. Okay, so that's total. That's 11 million of, 13 different commons. Well, how much is that of each? Well, about 840,000 of each common, 227,500 of each rare, 182,000 of each epic, 39,000 of each legendary, not including the airdrops. The airdrops I'm not including because they're not going to be in packs. These are going to, at least to begin with. But this might throw off the numbers slightly because eventually the airdrops will be in packs, but not right away. But looking at these numbers, just look at 840,000 commons. That sounds like a lot, but it takes 400 commons to max one out. That means there's only going to be 2,100 people that can max a common from Riftwatchers. That is an incredibly low number. And look at the rares, under 2,000 rares, 4,000 epics, and maybe 3,500 or so legendaries. Okay, that's just to give kind of a rough estimate of how rare these are going to be. Now these do not figure in the gold cards. So they're actually going to be lower than this. Because if you figure in the gold cards, which are typically 2% of the print run, so if you've got a print run of 15 million cards, 2% is only 300,000 gold cards. And then if you break down the gold cards, I mean, you can read here the numbers. So each individual card, there's going to be less than 500 of each gold foil legendary card out there. 3,600 gold foil epics. Now those summoners are going to be in high demand. So you're only going to have 3,600 or so, 3,500 gold foil summoners. That's going to be huge. 4,500 rares and then 16,000 to 17,000 commons. And let's say you want to max them out. Well, it only takes, 4 gold legendaries to max one out? So you're only going to have 112, let's say 100 to 120, somewhere in that range, gold foil legendaries maxed out. You're talking some serious money right there. And then even the summoners, say 350 to 375, somewhere in that range. Max gold foil summoners. 200 of each rare and 400 and some of each common. The golds are going to be just incredible. If you get a gold foil Riftwatchers card, keep it. I mean, I know a lot of people say, well, the highest price is going to be when it first comes out, and then it's going to drop after that. That may be true short term. Long term, I would say no. If you look at, let's just look at beta, and let's look at the epic, and let's look at summoners. Look at these prices and look at these numbers. Now take into consideration that doesn't mean there was 123 printed. That means there's 123 left. So gold foil, let's just compare the legendary to the epic. Since there's about the same amount, I mean, you're looking at $275 to $750. Now these are summoners. Yes, they're epic, they're not legendary, but the print run is about the same. So I'm excited about Riftwatchers. I don't plan on spending my SPS to buy them. I think I'm going to buy them off of Hive, save my SPS, but even the commons. I mean, there's not a lot of commons out there. I mean, if you look at the current reward cards, they printed, 8 million of each common? This is about 1/10 of that. So I expect even the common cards are going to be 10, 15, 20 cents right off the bat. And then for when people start leveling them up, let's say 10 cents a card, that means you max one out, 400 copies, you're looking at 40 bucks, 40 to 50 bucks for each common maxed out. So Riftwatchers is going to be exciting. I think it's going to be a great opportunity for you to really build up your collection with some cards of value. It's up to you if you want to spend SPS or not per pack. Right now at current prices, with SPS being at 7 cents, they said what, $5? So you're going to spend somewhere around 70 SPS per pack. For me, that's not worth it because I see SPS going much higher than that. Maybe by the time Riftwatchers comes out, SPS is, let's just say 20 cents, just for round numbers. Let's say it does a 3x. So it's at 20 cents. That means you're going to have to spend 25 SPS per pack. You want to buy 100 packs, there's 2,500 SPS. I'm not willing to do that, but maybe some people are. But yeah, I think Riftwatchers is just a great, great thing for this game. I mean, it's like 3 million packs. Oh yeah, that's a lot. But the set size being that small just really makes these numbers low. And especially the golds. And with the epics being out, and the epics are usually the hardest to level, yeah, this is going to be a set to definitely get your hands on. If you do buy some Riftwatcher packs, I know the urge is going to be there to just rip them open. Man, I can see these packs going 30, 40, 50, 60 bucks, easily within 6 months once they sell out, just because of how hard they were to get, the epic cards in there being summoners. Just, the chance of pulling a rare gold foil. Yeah, I'm seriously thinking about picking up maybe 50 to 100 packs and just letting them sit, and then, like I said, wait for them to hit 30, 40, 50 bucks and maybe sell a few and just hang on to a few. So long term, I think Riftwatchers might be one of the best sets to hang on to as far as future value. So there you go, guys. I hope you found some value in this. Let me know in the comments what you think about looking at the ratios. Do you guys do this? Do you look at the current prices and kind of trade one for the other? And what are your thoughts on Riftwatchers? I mean, are you as excited as I am? How many packs do you plan on getting? Are you going to buy with your SPS, or are you going to buy off the market? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll try to get some more content like this out in the future. Happy grinding. Good luck with your daily rewards, and we'll see you again soon. Take care.